Alright, time for another knife review. Not this one though, just been cleaning my nails with this. For this review I've got a mystery knife. Right here. This I got from a supplier called Value Village, and it's one of those curious cases where they don't tell you anything. I don't even know if you can really see that, but it says stainless steel there and very faint underneath. I think it used to say Korea. I always hate when they don't tell you what steel it is. I mean, you just never know what you're getting. This could be 420, this could be VG10, this could be some new super steel alloy with added cow dung. Who knows? The manufacturer just leaves you hanging and guessing. Did they at least put a good edge on it? Nope. This doesn't even cut at all, it just tears. Just look at that. And I can kind of saw into the paper, but nope. This doesn't even... This is completely unacceptable out of the box. I mean, sure, some knife hipsters are going to tell you, you're just going to sharpen it yourself, bro. But you should be able to expect a certain minimum out of the box. It's a knife, it's supposed to be sharp, you gotta cut things with it, that's what knives are for. And this, I mean, hair shaving, nah, not even close. You can maybe clobber your hair with it and try to persuade it to move out. And then we've got the handle, all metal. I've never been a fan of all metal handles because in winter they get really damn cold to touch. In summer, if you leave them in your car, they'll heat up more quickly than your infant child. And also, this is the only attempt at surface texturing. It's just this one squiggly line here. That's not going to give you a lot of traction. There's no rubber insert, no stippling, nothing really. This is all smooth and slippery. There's no guard, so you can easily slip up with your fingers. Not that it matters because it doesn't have much of an edge, but it's just like really no regard to ergonomics put into this. This is thin, narrow. The way it's designed, you're going to get all kinds of hand shock when using it compared to this, for example. This is a pretty intricate shape, and you can work with that. You know, you can choke up on it. You've got some jimping here on the back. The spine is so thin you don't even want to put your thumb on there. The spine is gonna slice more than the edge. And on top of all that, it didn't even come with a sheath. Not even the cheapest imaginable nylon sheath. No sheath at all. A fixed knife without a sheath. Maybe Value Village misplaced it, or who knows, didn't package it properly. These things happen sometimes, but it makes me wonder about the quality control, you know? At least they went for a very sturdy tip design here. You won't have to worry about this snapping off. You could actually pry with it. So that's kind of nice. You shouldn't judge a book by its cover, of course. So let's just put it through the standard testing and see how it holds up. Maybe it's not as bad as I think. As far as debarking and delimming is concerned, it's really better at demotivating. The edge is so bad it won't even bite into the wood, and of course, whenever it slips off, there's a chance that it might go into your hand instead of what you're trying to work on. Not very promising right here. Remember what I said about the hand shock? That's a big problem when batoning with it. It just goes directly into your hand. It felt like I was making more progress splitting my metacarpals than the actual wood. Okay, I know what you're thinking. What the hell is that guy doing? Is he crazy? Why is he using such a tiny baton? Okay, fair enough. It was a little puny. Now that is some terrible heat treatment. Makes you wonder if they heat treated this piece of garbage at all. There, reforging a knife with a random wooden log and a branch. Eat your heart out, primitive technology. Well, at least it being a one-piece fixed blade construction, you don't have to worry about anything loosening up. You can throw that sucker into a stump with some gusto and it's fine. So it does make for a pretty decent throwing knife. You know, a knife outdoors is supposed to be a multifunctional tool, and sometimes you need these extra tough, extra manly kind of jobs where you just need to split a log with just the knife. That's all you've got, a knife and a rock, and it needs to function. You need to be able to rely on it, and you have to be able to trust the knife, and your life might depend on it. Now, sometimes saving your life means deflecting bullets that are being fired at you. If the knife can't do it, then why even bother carrying it? There's really no point. I mean, there's literally no point to this, you know? Meh, can't even take a little bit of durability testing. So, needless to say, I'm not exactly impressed by this Korea special from Value Village. It doesn't even seem to have its own model name. At least I couldn't find one when I researched it. Would not recommend. 1 out of 10. Yet another example of you get what you pay for. This was cheap, I gotta give it that, but what's the point of buying some cheap garbage that you have to replace soon after anyway, because you have to fend off a random mall ninja encounter and the thing bent from parrying some $50 katana? I mean... Anyway, I hope you found the review helpful. Buy a Spyderco knife instead through my Amazon link down below, and I'll see you next time.